In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the first 4 steps to starting your solo agency. And even if you already have an agency, these 4 steps could be exactly what you're missing that will turn your agency into a revenue machine. All right, so these 4 steps are number 1, infrastructure, number 2, your offer, number 3, your website, and then the 4th one, which is the fuel for your agency. So let's talk about the infrastructure of your agency, because what makes solo agencies so unique is all the moving parts and pieces. And really the only thing that is consistent all the time in your agency is you, and you are at the heart of your agency. But you can't do everything, right? There are other roles and responsibilities that need to be fulfilled if you want to be able to do good work, service your clients, and scale your agency. And so each of these roles that I'm about to share with you need to be filled by either yourself, a part-time contractor, or automation and tools. Now, some of the roles that you need to fill early on are billing, support, fulfillment, marketing, sales, and just overall maintenance for your clients. So let's talk about billing first. You need somebody or something to manage invoices, send those out, make sure that your clients are paying on time. And so what I recommend is using a tool like Hello Bonsai. This automates most of that process, so you can just set it and forget it. Now you could also, if you want, hire some sort of VA, which is a virtual assistant. And having somebody with very basic knowledge of these types of tools can easily run and manage the billing department of your agency. The second role is support, and for obvious reasons, you don't want to have to manually respond to every single support request. So there are a few ways around this. Number 1, you can use a tool like Help Crunch and create a library answering all the different questions that you frequently get. This way, when people have an issue or a question, they can first go to your library to find their answer, and then if they can't, then they can reach out to you. The other thing I recommend is using canned responses inside of Gmail. These are basically just email templates, so when you get the same question over and over again, you can just use a canned response. That way it's just basically a copy and paste to get a response sent back. And for support, you also could hire a virtual assistant, which is really affordable. You just have to make sure that you train them up so they know how to answer every different type of request that they might get. The third role is fulfillment. Now, most of the time you are going to be the one fulfilling the actual services, at least at first. But that doesn't mean that you always have to be stuck in fulfillment. You can hire part-time contractors. You could use some sort of white label agency where you sell the services and then they complete the services. Or you could even use AI tools to shortcut this entire process so you're not having to manually do the work. Because if you're the only person that's managing fulfillment, it's going to be really difficult to grow your business because there are only a certain number of hours in a day that you can work, and this is also going to take your attention away from the other aspects and responsibilities of your agency. The fourth responsibility is marketing. Now, sure, you could hire a marketing agency to do all of this for you, but what I found is this is really expensive and it's not as effective as you just doing it yourself. So at the start, this should fall on your head. This should be your responsibility to market your agency and find new clients. Now, because at this point, you're going to be the only person that's handling marketing, you want to look for ways to multiply or duplicate yourself. So don't do things that are manual and you can only reach one person at a time. Instead, you should be creating content and ads and different things like that that can reach the masses. A good example of this is creating YouTube content. If you create one video, it could reach an endless amount of potential clients versus you doing manual cold outreach. Again, you only have so many hours in a day, so you're not going to be able to have as great of an impact or reach as you would like. The fifth responsibility is sales. And the only thing I'm going to say about this is do not hire a salesperson. I promise you this early on in your agency, a salesperson just isn't going to know how to sell this. And so it needs to fall on your head to be the salesperson, just like you are the marketer. And then over time, as you learn how to effectively sell your services, then you can eventually train a salesperson or a sales team. And the sixth responsibility is maintenance. Now, this is just ongoing stuff that hopefully you're charging some sort of recurring fee for. And so you have a budget to hire this out. Again, this could be a virtual assistant, this could be a contractor, or you'll find that there are a lot of tools out there that can automate this maintenance process. In fact, we're working on one right now, which is called SiteKeep, which offers monthly site maintenance to your clients. and then it just sends them an automated report with all of the audits and checks and different things that you're offering. So look for ways to maintain your clients, keep them happy, provide value while doing the least amount of work possible. So this is the infrastructure of a successful agency. If you can fill all of these responsibilities and keep your expenses low, you're going to be in a great spot, and your margins or your take home is going to be much, much greater. Now, I want to give you one last tip before we move into the next step, and that is hiring an executive assistant. Now, there's a lot of value in hiring a specialist, but I was able to find a great executive assistant that does a little bit of everything. He's able to respond to emails, work with clients. He's able to help me make big decisions on the business. He's able to help with billing, and so he can fill in where I need him to. And so if you're having a hard time deciding who you should hire as a part-time or full-time person, maybe looking for somebody that has experience in all of the different things is a good place to start. All right, now we're going to move on to the second step of starting your agency, which is your offer. You need to find a way to create such a great offer that people just can't refuse it. So first, you need to decide what it is that you're selling. Is it design and development? Is it marketing like ads and SEO? Is it social media? Is it content? Whatever it is that you feel like you can do well and provide value to your clients, that needs to be your service. But your service and your offer are two different things. The service is what you're actually doing, but the offer is how you sell it. You're packaging it up and making it seem really appealing to your prospects. Now, if you just try to sell a service, you're just going to be one in a million because that's what everyone is doing. So instead, you need to find a way to package that up into a great offer. And the way to do this is by making it unique. Now, there are several different ways to make your offer unique. Maybe you're just the best. Maybe you're the best designer out there and your work is better than anyone else's. And that's a great way to make yourself stand out, but it's probably not likely that you're the best there ever was. So maybe you decide you want to be the fastest. Maybe you have faster turnaround than anybody else out there. Maybe you're just a cheaper option and you do the same work for a cheaper price. Maybe you're just exclusive and you find a way to build a brand that people just want to work with and then it makes them feel good about themselves. Maybe you've chosen such a specific niche that you're the only person that can possibly help your prospects. And if you're the only option, it's an easy sale. Maybe you've just found a way to take something that's really complex and make it seem super simple and attainable. And by doing this and packaging it up in that way, people feel like they understand and it makes more sense to them and they're more willing to buy. Maybe your offer is that you are the lowest risk option, or you have some sort of insane guarantee that if you don't get results, they don't pay. That's a great offer. Now, I recommend watching this video right here. It shares a ton of different offers for designers and how you can package those offers in unique ways that will help you stand out. All right, now we're gonna move on to step 3, which is your website. And the first thing you need to know is your website doesn't have to be incredible. Don't overdo it. There are just a few things that you need here that if you've got them in the right order, it's easy to understand and consume for your prospects, your website's going to work. So here are a few tips about your website. Be clear about what it is that you do and why people should hire you. Have a strong call to action. Just having a button that says contact us is not a good call to action. Give them some way to book a call on your calendar or reach you in a unique way. Also, make your website personal. Don't be afraid to put your face on the website because the more they see you, the more they're going to trust you. Make sure you show your work and even more importantly, showing your results. If you give examples of all of the different types of work you've done, it's more likely that they're going to find something that resonates with them and they'll be more likely to want to hire you because they know that you can do what they need. Now, if you don't have any work, you don't have anything for your portfolio, you haven't gotten any results, that should be your number one priority. You should obsess over getting proof that you are a person that they should hire. So whether that means running your own campaigns, building practice websites, anything that you can do to build up your portfolio is going to be a massive benefit. Now, if you're a designer looking for a way to perfect your portfolio, I'm going to link to a training right here that's inside my private group. This training is going to walk you through every step of writing a case study and making them really compelling for your prospects. All right, we're finally here. Step 4 to starting your solo agency. Now, step 4, this is the deal breaker. This is where most people fail. This is where most people make a mistake. And the reason for that is this is the fuel to your business. Nothing else in your agency matters if you don't do this fourth step, and that is getting clients. Or in other words, sales. You as the agency owner, the founder, your number one priority is sales. You should not do anything else in your business before sales. Don't get caught in fulfillment. Don't get caught responding to emails. Don't get caught dinking around with your website. You should wake up every morning and your number one thought should be, how am I going to land clients today? Now, I've got tons of videos on how to find clients, how to sell to them, how to do a strategy call, and I'm going to link to that playlist right here. And I would really recommend that you go through each and every one of those videos because, again, without sales, nothing else in your business matters. Now, this video only covers the first 4 steps of starting your solo agency. So if you want the next steps, just comment the word solo down below. And if we get 100 comments or more, I'll make that next video. And also, if you have any comments or questions about running your agency, drop those in the comments below as well. And I will try to respond to every single one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.